Excellencies, colleagues, and friends, it's an honor to join you for today's commemoration. 75 years ago, 2 atomic bombs were detonated over the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. 140,000 people in Hiroshima and 74,000 people in Nagasaki died before the end of 1945 as a result of the shock waves, thermal energy, and ionizing radiation released by the bombs. The effects of radiation exposure on the population of the 2 cities continues to this day, resulting in the increased risk of cancer and other diseases. WHO condemns the use of all weapons of mass destruction. My predecessor, Dr. Hiroshi Nakajima, once said that the only approach to the treatment of the health effects of nuclear explosions is the prevention of atomic war. The COVID-19 pandemic is a reminder that although we have different cultures, customs, and tongues, we're one humanity. We share the same DNA, the same planet, and the same hopes and dreams. Our futures are intertwined, and our only hope of a healthier, safer, fairer, and more peaceful world is to build it together. I thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
"75 years ago, the unthinkable happened. The first atomic bomb was launched on Hiroshima, a tragedy that left an indelible mark on our common history and the life of thousands of people. We haven't forgot them, we shall never forget them." The ceremony today reminds us our duty as world leaders, our duty as mother and father to make progress toward a world without nuclear weapons. Only the dismantling of all nuclear weapons can free the world of a permanent threat. Reaching this objective is a daunting task, but let us get inspired by the result international cooperation has already achieved. Global stockpiles have decreased, nuclear testing has become an almost universal taboo. However, many challenges remain. New technology poses new threats. Proliferation is not yet contained. International treaties and agreements have fallen victim to the global power competition. Obstacles to progress need to be addressed one by one. Each step needs to be consolidated through a collaborative approach. Our path toward nuclear disarmament should be made irreversible. The testimonies of Hiroshima's victims continue to inspire younger generations. Let's not disgrace them by ignoring their message. Make the world a place without nuclear weapons. Make the world a safer place.
On behalf of the Lithuanian people, I express my sorrow for the victims of Hiroshima bombing. Marking the sad anniversary of this tragedy, now it's a time to think about the lessons we have learned. Now we know that peace is of the greatest value. Therefore, the international community should strive to prevent and peacefully resolve conflicts. We should always move forward, guided by the humanitarian principles. In this, we might be helped by a historic lesson of compassion taught by the Japanese diplomat Chiune Sugihara. 80 years ago, while serving in Lithuania, he helped more than 6,000 war refugees, mainly of Jewish origin, to escape Europe and save their lives. There is also a powerful story of how Hiroshima has turned into a flourishing city of peace and culture. We should cherish this example of resilience and revival and let it guide us. While praying for the souls of the victims, I wish peace and happiness to the people of Hiroshima City.
"75 years ago, the world learned that the full power of nuclear weapons was finally unleashed on the people in the city of Hiroshima. That defining moment in history, documented and revealed in great detail, came with the grim suffering, crippling pain, and horrific deaths. Today, we remember the lessons of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. No goals, however lofty, can justify weapons that destroy with such unforgiving brutality. We must not forget, nuclear weapons will not make us freer, stronger, or more secure. We must not waver. All nations must reject war and do everything to pave the path of peace. We must be firm. All nations must work together to eliminate the nuclear weapons. With our meaningful shared history, the Philippines and Japan continue to do our utmost to fortify the foundations of peace, propel the course of progress, and give full meaning to the promise of prosperity. 75 years on, the Philippines stands shoulder to shoulder with Japan and all peace-loving countries of the world. We remain committed to this cause. We have learned from the lessons. In the relations with others, nation must build, never destroy. Thank you.